All right, welcome back to another episode of College Football on Bridge. Today we're going to talk about the UTEP Miners. It is going into year 3 under head coach Scotty Walden. Only 5 wins over the last 2 seasons, coming off a 2-10 year. They're moving on to the Mountain West this year, in the new formed Mountain West. UTEP's been interesting. They've been horrible as far as results, but they, last year they played Texas really well. I mean, if you watch that game, they did really well, really sound tackling. Just couldn't get it. Obviously, just couldn't finish the job. They've had some talent in some high rated guys there. Or almost had over the last few years, kind of in the mix in recruiting and some interesting. They were early on with Ruben Owens, who ended up going to Texas A&M. Just kind of looking like they're going somewhere, but then you turn around and it's UTEP and they're 2-10. You expect a little bit more, but just based off what we're seeing, but then it doesn't ever seem to happen. So this year they are bringing in Incarnate Word transfer E.J. Colson at quarterback. He last year threw for over 2,000 yards, finished with 15 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. So just kind of, pretty smart with the ball. Decent quarterback, especially for UTEP. Kind of looks to be kind of the guy to step things up, maybe elevate the rest of the team. They have Cam Thomas coming back. Hopefully everything that he can come back off of his ACL injury from last year. He's in what they call the minor back role. I think it's kind of a hybrid running back receiver. So they're kind of running a 2 running back, but he's kind of more of a do everything versatile guy. Hopefully they can get the run game going. They have pieces to do it. It's just a matter of the offensive line. They only managed 3.8 yards a carry last year. So you're hoping maybe that kind of improve from that. I mean, you really have to. Can't just rely on the quarterback to do everything. You need to get the running game to kind of keep everything honest. They have tight end in see if I can get this one right. Judah Exinwa, who he's shown potential, but he's been injured. So it's a lot of this is can injury bug kind of be lessened up? Can people come back full healthy? And again, can you get the quarterback to step up? Or else this might be looking at how much of a rope does Walden have at coach there. Then moving on to the Mountain West, they might be looking at if he's not getting the job done, and maybe they have a better opportunity in the new Mountain West to try to get a little bit better. Defensively, the secondary is pretty decent. They're bringing back Xavier Smith, who had 60 tackles and a touchdown. Justin Content, who had 58 tackles and an interception. Both of them are interceptions. I don't know why I said touchdown. And then you have Code Low had 38 touchdowns. So you have guys there who should be kind of the backbone of the defense. You have Ashton Coker as a nose tackle. Not a lot of size, but He's one of the returning starters. You have Jaden Wilson at linebacker. Just pieces. You have some transfers who haven't really panned out. You have Preston Hickey, who started off at LSU, Oklahoma State, ended up at Northwestern State. Had a good season last year with Northwestern State, but you're going to get a step up in competition into the FBS. So you're hoping things kind of get going. I mean, there's always seems to be, again, that you think things are going to start turning for UTEP, and then it ends up just completely not. Again, 2-10 last year. This year they got at Oklahoma, not a good way to start. Texas Southern, at Michigan, Oregon State, at New Mexico, Nevada, San Jose State, North Dakota State, Hawaii, Wyoming, Air Force, at Northern Illinois. Pretty rough. You have Texas Southern. Nevada's not going to be that, shouldn't be too good of a, should be a manageable opponent. Wyoming, Air Force, might be a little down. Northern Illinois might be a little down this year. So you have room to improve, but I wouldn't be looking much more than a 4 or 5 win outcome from this year. This is a pretty rough schedule. But maybe that, gets enough to get close to that 500 mark to improve. I mean, them only 2 wins last year, 3 wins the year before. If they can get to a 4 or 5 win, maybe that's enough to give Scotty Walden a little bit more time to develop with, new quarterback in EJ Colson. He's pretty young, so give him a little more time. He's only a sophomore. Maybe he could have a few more years with them to develop into something. But again, I don't expect a whole lot from them, but maybe an improvement from the 2-10 record last year.